Welcome back everyone. I'm very happy to see you again over here to the third part of this vlog series. Questions to you in this part so that you can also have like a moment of self-talk later on. You can retrospect with whatever has been happening so far and do an introspection and see if these questions really make sense to you or not. First and foremost is, what is the goal of being in a twin flame relationship? Because if you're in a twin flame journey, then you have already studied a lot, you've already done a lot of research, you've already figured things out, and you're doing this for many years now. Is this what you're looking for? Just a romantic connection? I think if we actually cross-check all the information that's available, readily available for everyone, then the goal and the purpose of twin flame is not a person, it's not a place, it's not a situation, it's not your partner. The goal is to go to the source. The goal is to integrate with the source. The goal is to unite with the source, and the goal is to find a way back home. In fact, people are here on this planet for, as they say, they've been here for many lives and they're old souls and doing this or doing that. But why are you doing this again and again? Why are you repeating the same thing again and again? It's simply because you've started thinking that there is something outside of you that can make you happy. There's something out of you that you need to fulfill. That's not the case. The only thing that you're here to do is to find a way back home. And the home is in your heart. And you need to find a way to connect with your heart. And this is the reason why I always say that the heart is very important. Listen to your heart. I talk about the heart chakra to people. I talk about opening up to people. I talk about finding out ways that you can love yourself, because the more you love yourself, you're going to attract loving people in your life. You're going to value loving people in your life, and you're going to do what you really are here to do, and that is to fully live your life moment by moment every day. And you can create your day the way you want. The moment you get out from the bed, you can create your day. And I'm not the only person who's saying this. I'm again talking out of my experiences, because I have lived those days where it was dreadful to get out of bed. It was like life was sad, also meaningless. And then there are days when I started creating my days. I started deciding that this is what I'm going to do today. This is where I'm going to go. And if by any chance I feel that something is not working out and I'm questioning what I'm doing, that's the moment I know that this is the time when I'm not loving myself and I'm not accepting myself just because I'm failing in a certain situation. My study is Ultimate Soulmate. As you all know that I have written a book on the concept of ultimate soulmate, and I can give you as much information about finding your ultimate soulmate, because ultimate soulmate does not have this concept of false twin, or it doesn't say that you have 8 soulmates. Ultimate soulmate is very clear because there's nothing beyond ultimate. Most people are looking for a person who makes them look good. But actually they should be looking for a person who makes them feel good. And if somebody is only looking good standing next to you like an arm candy, or you find something about them very nice and attractive, but when it actually comes down to living with someone in a relationship, trying to be each other's support system, trying to be each other's strength, these people are constantly pulling you down on a daily basis. They are probably socially nice, but they are personally and publicly not making you feel good about your own self. And this is the time you need to understand your goal on this planet is not feel dreadfulness, feel hatred towards yourself. Anybody who makes you feel that, they are not the right people for you. If somebody constantly keeps telling you how flawed you are, how bad you are, how you can't do things, or whatever you're doing is wrong, to you also I would say, why do you have to focus on such people? Why are you wasting your time and energy? If somebody says whatever to you, good or bad, how does it even matter to you? Because you are your own threshold setter. You are the person who decides what you want to do. You are the person who not only decides, but you're the person who can do what you want to do. You are your own best friend. You are the most amazing gift. Anybody who treats you badly, anybody who's unjust towards you is actually trying to tell you something, and you must thank those people. In that particular moment, they are being your mirror. They are telling you that they are treating you badly, A, because it is their nature, it has got nothing to do with you, just to gain some attention, just to gain some validation from people. If somebody is being abusive physically, mentally and emotionally, then it has got nothing to do with you. But you have to understand, why are you entertaining it? Why are you in that particular situation? Not once, not twice, but if it's happening regularly, it means that there's an aspect of you which you have totally ignored, and these people, by treating you badly, are actually reminding you of that. So thank them, but also release them with love, because if you don't release them with love, then you're going to feel uncomfortable just the way they feel. The next point is relationship with God. Like I said, just the previous point, that the goal of twin flame relationship is not a person, place or situation. The goal of twin flame relationship is to connect with the source energy, and therefore your relationship with God is a very personal relationship. It does not depend on other people. I personally know of masters, I personally know of teachers who are really on a very high frequency and they don't have a great relationship with their partners. And I can tell you a story of Meera. Meera is an Indian princess. She was an Indian princess who was married to a king, and she always was in love with Krishna. Since childhood, she considered Krishna to be her husband. And she was basically from the Bhakti clan. That's why till today people sing praises of Meera. And so much she loved Krishna that she believed that Krishna is always going to take care of her. And the king was so angry that they actually gave her poison, and the poison was futile on her. The poison didn't have any effect on her. You can read about Meera also and the love she had for Krishna. So there are various stories about the type of love you feel for the source. Some people are so connected with the source that no matter what happens in their life, good or bad, they don't care. They are constantly in the present moment, always doing things, always enjoying, always having adventures. I know of people who are completely natural at all given times, and they don't live in the past. Understand, people who are suffering the most are those people who are stuck in the past. They have grudges, they have anger, they have a lot of resentment, and they have a lot of bitterness. So people who are connected with the source, they are connected with the divine, they don't need anybody else or they don't need anything else. Their life is like going on. No matter what happens in the life, the challenges come, the obstacle comes, the problems come, it doesn't matter, because they have a constant relationship with the source of everything. And that's why we are here. We are here to achieve this thing. We are here to achieve an unbreakable bond with the source. So your relationship with God is absolutely personal. It has got nothing to do with anyone. And I have literally watched videos where people have said that if you're not happy with your twin, if you're not in a harmonious relationship with your twin, you're not one with God. One of the myths that is doing rounds everywhere. This is absolute nonsense. You are the center of your universe. You don't have to be self-obsessed about it. You don't have to be like the narcissistic people who torture other people just to get validation, because your validation is you. You are your own validation. Why do you need validation from anybody else? Depending on the attitudes of other people, you would have to act accordingly with different people in different scenarios. In some places you need to express anger, in some places you need to express love, in some places you have to appreciate. You automatically feel that you should appreciate somebody. Some places you just need to give a small acknowledgement. Those people don't need anything other than acknowledgement. So looking at what scenario is being given to you, you need to give your response accordingly. Important thing to remember is that the goal of twin flame relationship is to be able to practice living in the present moment. And living in the present moment is not something that happens in just a day. It's a practice that needs your focus and needs your attention, and you need to do a reality check with yourself on a regular basis, and you have to constantly be aware, keep bringing yourself back to the current situation and continuing it. So practice is very, very important. A lot of people get very scared and get very paranoid when they are alone. if I look at my life, and again I can talk about myself, I think I feel really amazing when I'm alone and I need my personal space, because I have formed a relationship with myself, and over the years my only focus has been to see where I'm discomfortable and why. So discomfort is a very good thing that happens to you. You don't need to constantly look for discomfort, because that means you are now looking for intense situations and trying to create another reality. If discomfort comes on its own, then welcome it, because this is where you can analyze it and you can release it forever. And we are here to keep removing layers that are formed on us, and when we let go of all the layers, we feel absolutely free. We can feel ourselves, we can feel at our best, and we can do whatever we want. This place, this planet is your playground, and do whatever you like. A lot of people are scared of pain. Because they're scared of death and because they're scared of pain, they are going to do so many things to avoid it. And while they're trying to avoid pain, they are going to be in more pain. Have the right faith, and that will help you form the right beliefs. That will change your belief system, and you can change your life. And I wish you loads and loads and loads and loads of love, joy and happiness in your life. And I love you.